All right, guys, happy Friday afternoon. We got one game underway and plenty more to come this evening. But for now, we actually have ourselves some daily lines for Saturday's MLB action. So let's go ahead and pick some games, beginning with the Tigers, Blue Jays, 107 East, Toronto. Toronto opened as the $1.75 favorite, up to $1.85. Totals at 9.5. 54% is still leaning toward the Blue Jays. And at the moment, we're looking at Matt Boyd for the Tigers, Sam Gaviglio for the Blue Jays. Toronto's won 75% of their ball games played at the current moneyline price. They're also taking on a Detroit squad who's lost their last 9 straight ball games. Now, total-wise, Sam Gaviglio's starts did go 6-1 to the over so far this season. So with all that in mind, I'm going to take the Blue Jays and the over 9.5. Next game, Twins Cubs, 220 Wrigley. The Cubbies are $1.50. No total as of yet. 67% is leaning toward Chicago. And at the moment, we are looking at Mejia making his first start for the Twins this season. Chatwood for the Cubs. Chicago's gone just 6-8 in their games, where Tyler Chatwood makes the start. They're also taking on a Minnesota team who's 625 versus teams allowing less than 4 runs per contest. So with all those trends in mind, I'm actually going to lean toward the Twins catching the plus money and getting the job done on the money line. Next game, Angels-Orioles, 405 Baltimore. The Angels are $1.55. Totals 9.5. 67% is leaning toward Los Angeles. And at the moment, we got Tyler Skaggs for the Angels, Andrew Kashner for the Orioles. Los Angeles is 3-0 straight up in their games with Baltimore this year. The Angels have also won 71% of their ball games played at the current moneyline price. Now, total-wise, 12 out of 15 Andrew Kashner starts did stay under the line. So all said and done, I'm going to take the Angels and the under 9.5. Next game, Indians-A's, 405 Oakland. The Indians were $1.15 down to $1.05. Total open 9 up to 9.5. And at the moment, we got Adam Plutko for the Indians, Edwin Jackson for the Athletics. Now, Cleveland's just 17-22 on the road this year. They're also going up against an Oakland squad who's won their last 4 straight ball games. Now, total-wise, Cleveland games did go just 15-24 to the over in their games away from home. So all told, I'm going to lean toward the A's and the under 9.5. Next game, Brewers, Reds, 410 Cincinnati. Milwaukee opened plus 105, now minus $1.05. Little flip of the lines there. Totals at 9.5. 74% of the betting public is now leaning toward Milwaukee. And at the moment, we are looking at Jhoulys Chacin for the Brewers, Tyler Mahle for the Reds. The Reds have dropped 6 of 7 head-to-head matchups with the Brewers this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, Milwaukee's gone a solid 12-5 in their games where Chacin made the start. Now, total-wise, 12 out of 16 Tyler Mahle starts did stay under the line, so all said and done, I'm going to lean toward the Brewers and the under 9.5. Next game, Nats, Phils, 605 South Philly. The Phillies open $1.20 down to $1.15. Totals at 9 flat. The Nationals get the 1.5. And at the moment, we are looking at Jeremy Hellickson for Washington, Vinny Velasquez for Philadelphia. And speaking of Philly, they've won just 6 of 16 games where Vinny Velasquez made the start. They're also facing a Washington club who's winning nearly 70% of their matchups when Jeremy Hellickson makes the start themselves. Now, total-wise, Hellickson's starts did go just 2-7 to the over so far on the season. So all that in mind, I'm going to take the Nats and the under 9 flat. Next game, Rockies-Dodgers, 7:15 Los Angeles. The Dodgers were $1.50 up to $1.85. Totals at 7.5. 63% are still leaning toward the Dodgers to get the job done. And at the moment, we're looking at German Marquez for the Rocks, Kenta Maeda for LA. The Dodgers are 5-1 in their head-to-head matchups with the Rockies. Meanwhile, Colorado's mustered up a lackluster record of just 7-9 when German Marquez takes the bump themselves. Now, total-wise, Maeda's starts did go just 3-10 to the over on the Dodger side of things. So with all that said and done, I'm going to take the Dodgers run line and the under 7.5. Next game, Red Sox, Yankees, 7:15 New York. The Yankees are $1.45, totals at 8 flat, 78% are leaning toward the Bo Sox. We got Chris Sale for Boston, Sonny Gray for the Bronx Bombers. But despite taking most of the early tickets, this New York squad has won just 7 of 15 games where Sonny Gray made the start. We're also going up against a Boston squad who's winning just about 80% of their ball games versus teams allowing less than 4 runs per contest. Now, total-wise, 4 out of these teams' 6 head-to-head matchups did go over the line. So with all those trends in mind, I'm going to take the Red Sox catching the plus money and the over 8 flat. Next game, Braves, Cardinals, 7:15 St. Louis. The Cards were $1.50 down to $1.45. Totals at 8.5. Atlanta's catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we're looking at Max Fried for the Braves, Luke Weaver for the Cardinals. And as good as these Cardinals have been in spots, they're just .500 in their games as the official home favorite. They're also going up against an Atlanta squad who's been pretty good away from home, going 18-14 in their games as the official road underdog. Now, total-wise, Cardinals' home games went just 10-22 to the over at the current posted total. So all said and done, I'm going to take the Braves catching the plus money and the under 8.5. Next game, White Sox, Rangers, 9:05 Arlington, Texas. The Rangers were $1.15 up to $1.20. Totals 10 flat, 56% are leaning toward the Rangers. And at the moment, we got Carlos Rodon for the Sox, Bartolo Colon for the Rangers. Texas is 70% in the second game without a day off. They're also going up against a White Sox ball club who's winning just 32% of their matchups as the official road underdog. Now, total-wise, Bartolo's starts went just 4-10 to the over for the Rangers. So all that in mind, I'm going to take the Rangers outright and the under 10 flat. Next game, Giants, Diamondbacks, 10-10 Arizona. The D-backs open $1.10 up to $1.20. Total also opened 8.5 up to 9 flat. Currently, 79% of the betting public is leaning toward Arizona. And at the moment, we got Derek Rodriguez for the Giants, Shelby Miller for the Diamondbacks. But as good as these D-backs have been, they're going up against a Giant squad who's 4-1 in their games where Derek Rodriguez makes the start. San Fran's also won 4 out of their last 5 ball games. Now, scoring-wise, nearly 70% of Arizona games went over the line when the total was posted at 9 or higher. So with all those trends in mind, I'm going to take the Giants in the over 9 flat. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Royals-Mariners, 10-10 Seattle, and a 30-cent move in this one. Seattle opened $1.80 all the way up to the $2.10 favorite. Total also opened 8 flat up to 8.5. And despite that 30-cent move, 71% of the current betting public is still leaning toward the Mariners. And at the moment, we got Jason Hamill for the Royals, Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. Now, Seattle's gone 14-4 in their games as the official home favorite. They're also taking on a Royals squad who posted an abysmal record of just 7-23 versus winning ball clubs. Now, total-wise, Seattle's gone 15-7 to the over versus teams averaging less than 4 runs per contest. So all that in mind, I'm going to lean toward the Mariners in the over 8.5. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just have to remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017. You're hurting yourself each and every day you're not subscribed. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage.